Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Wednesday, July 12th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. For those of you who haven't heard, CoinDesk is a subsidiary of Digital Currency Group, which has acted as an organizer for the Segwit2x proposal and has an ownership stake in Coinbase and BitPay. They've also got a brand new article explaining Segwit2x. The basics, they say, are simple. It has not been put forward by, nor has it been endorsed by, Bitcoin Core, the network's main open source developer team. Seems like a big problem to me. They're also creating the code on a very short timeline, which could lead to bugs or bad code. However, the article says that there is no reason to worry, because nearly all of the Bitcoin Core developers responsible for maintaining the software oppose the plan. According to Coinbase, supporters of Segwit2x include most of the network's larger mining pools, Bitcoin startups like Coinbase, BitPay, and Blockchain, notable developers, including former lead maintainer of Bitcoin Core Gavin Andresen, while others oppose the plan, including a few businesses, including Bitrated and Bionic, many node operators and Bitcoin users, nearly all Bitcoin Core developers responsible for maintaining the software. This is a major decision point for control of Bitcoin going forward. Do you want a Bitcoin that's developed in a top-down style like a corporation? Or do you want a Bitcoin that's developed in a bottom-up style like a science project? Science projects take time and patience. The results don't always fit your goals, so it might not be the best for your particular business. The problem with the alternative clearly rests in influence. Once a corporation controls Bitcoin, they'll have no choice but to twist Bitcoin to their own ends. If their business depends on high transaction volume, suddenly the incentives of Bitcoin do as well. The development of Bitcoin up to this point has been compared to repairing an airplane while it's in flight. So far, the cautious and meticulous nature of the core team has prevented any major Bitcoin catastrophe. So far. Meanwhile, we've got fresh developments from the Mt. Gox trial, where disgraced CEO Mark Karpeles has now admitted that they created the so-called Willy bot, which with the help of its friend Marcus, drove the price of Bitcoin to almost above $1,200, perhaps in an attempt to save the exchange, which was allegedly operating in a fractional reserve after the hack. During the trial, Karpeles explained that he created the bot as an obligation in exchange, and that because it was good for the company, it was perfectly legal. Story developing. The price of Bitcoin is down quite a bit since last month's all-time high. And now that Bitcoin is in the big time, our good friend, the mainstream media, was there to report on every price move and action, saying that Bitcoin falls to near 1 month low with $12 billion wiped off the value since the record high 30 days ago. True. The Bitcoin price hit a near 1 month low on Wednesday of $2,272.32. Also true. Bitcoin's market capitalization was off around $12.2 billion since its all-time high of $3,025 on June 11th. Factual. Traders have cited the big rally and profit-taking, as well as the ongoing scaling debate, as reasons for the Bitcoin pullback. Great summary. Now, why would anyone read the article? While today, the price of Bitcoin was down 3.89% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 23.35, a high of 23.58, and a low of 22.40. For more information on the price of Bitcoin, we now turn to our special commentator, Tone Vase.
Hey guys, welcome back. And here's a very quick look at the current Bitcoin trading environment. What you're looking at here are the weekly candles. This is the weekly long-term view. And the weekly candles and the long-term view did provide a short trade at 2,462 on Monday of this week. And the long-term view remains in this bearish environment. We would need to close above 2,517 on Bitstamp, so adjust for your exchange accordingly. in order for it to get back into neutral territory. On the daily chart, like we said yesterday, Bitcoin was at a support point here, and it looks like it bounced back, creating this hammer candle. It then made a near same low early overnight, and we are once again pulling back up, creating this hammer. On the daily chart, what we are looking at, we are still in a daily bearish trend, but these candles do indicate a potential reversal. The numerical numbers above are on a 6. I would love to see it get to a bearish 9 and then reverse. Overall, we're still doing pretty good. When we got into this green channel, I expected us to stay there, and being above it is still okay. Just quick commentary on the first article I mentioned in the show. It's completely disgraceful that the miners and many of the industries are going against the users and against the core developers that got us here. And I'm still a believer that the user-activated soft fork will win, and Segwit2x remains the clown show that it is.
Thanks, Tone, for that report. And thanks to everyone for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Today is Wednesday, July 12th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and that's what happened today in Bitcoin. You can spend all your time making money. You can spend all your love making time. If it all fell to pieces tomorrow, would you still be mine? And when you're looking for your freedom, nobody seems to care. And you can't find the door. You can't find it anywhere. When there's nothing to believe in, still you're coming back. You're running back. You're coming back for more. So put me on a highway and show me a sign.